Boondocks. I'm going to be playing through on FTL Advanced Edition once again. This time, and as always, I guess, well, not always, because I used to not have it installed, but I have better plans and backgrounds. Version 1.3.1. So, you know, it adds on a few extra things. It's kind of cool. Obviously, that makes your backgrounds look a bit more interesting. So, I have also playing with a modded ship. It's called the Nexus. It's pretty unique, in fact. I'm not sure about medbays, but I did learn a valuable lesson last time I played. You cannot have a shield system, even if you purchase the shield system and then upgrade it, therefore spending 225 scrap. It doesn't matter, you don't get a shield. Go fuck yourself, apparently. And I had sold my repair bombs and my cutting drone in order to get it. So, no shield system on the ship. Also, you start with no crew. However, we come with a special augment called Holographic Generator, which generates holographic ghost images. They pretty much just act like ghosts, which were originally written into the program of FTL before being taken out before the final product was released. And they act kind of like humans. Well, they look like humans, rather, with kind of transparent. They do not need oxygen, but they only have 50 life. So they go squish very easily. One of the interesting things, though, is you can breach an enemy ship and then move in and kill off all the remaining troops. It's an interesting little idea. Also, the ship has a ability to control itself. This is done by having a piloting system. And that allows you to jump and so on. It's pretty much just autopilot. And auto 80% evasion. I think that might mean I can get up to 80% evasion automatically if I power everything up. I'm not totally sure how that works, and I apologize. We also come with special weapons. The Thoron Blast Mark 1 and the Cutting Beam, and the Repair Bomb's kind of standard. The Thoron Radiation Blaster, well, Thoron Blast Mark 1, I guess, Thoron Radiation 1. I'm saying this because if you look, the name here is different than the name in the description. However, it requires 2 power, has a charge time of 8 seconds, fires only 1 shot, deals 1 ion damage, and 30 crew damage. So it's very similar to the Ion Blast, except it costs 1 more power and does 30 crew damage, which is unique to itself. Additionally, we have the Cutting Beam. The Cutting Beam requires 2 power, takes 15 seconds to charge, does no damage unfortunately, but it does breach and cause 2 system damage. So, basically we're going for that whole suffocate enemies thing. And the interesting thing with this Cutting Beam as well is that it shares the skin of the Halberd Beam and has the same distance. So it's pretty easy to take out several rooms at once. Then we also have the Repair Bomb. This is important to fix any damaged systems that might occur when you can't activate your system repair drone and all your ghost crew are killed. Your ship will slowly repair itself over time, but it takes quite a while. However, this also heals 2 damage. So if you can somehow magically find like 100 missiles sitting around, you can infinitely heal yourself as long as you have the time. We also have the Cutting Beam drone, which costs 2 power to charge, and it fires like a basic beam drone, though it looked like it was shooting lasers when I used this previously. It will cause breaches and take out systems, that's about it. So let's get started, and right away we see activate holographic generator, and I get Caldwell, as well as 2 other ghost crewmen. So I will stick one over here, and I will actually put these guys in the teleporter. Additionally, I'm going to turn off oxygen because ghost crewmen do not need air to breathe. Power up my Thoron Blast Mark 1, my Cutting Beam, and I will also buy 2 points in my engine system, which I will power up now. Additionally, I will power up my system repair drone right away and jump. So let's go up there, down here, and then probably cut across before coming up and around. So, let's try to get into it. Hopefully this works out a little bit better now that I'm going to be spending my hard-earned scrap on dodging instead of shields, which don't matter. Yeah, I'll accept that, and they give me a quest on the map, which I'll fly to immediately because it's right here. Let's see what it is. It's probably a trap, which it is. I could have pulled out my horrible Admiral Akbar impersonation, but I assume people would not appreciate that. So this is very bad. They have both a mini beam and a beam drone. So that is depressing. Fortunately, they only hit me in my drone system itself. So I can now fire in over here and cut them across like so. So I can take out their weapon system, their shield system, and cause breaches in each. Looks like they will be able to get their shield system up. But in the meantime, I'm just going to sit here and pelt them with glass. And soon enough they will be dead, and I'll be happy. Well, that room's out of oxygen, and I've taken out their oxygen system. They are all but dead. And now they are dead. So, that was easy fight, easy life, right? I think I forgot to mention that I also have a repair arm, and that is pretty effective. So, one of the things I found during the last playthrough is continuously firing this Thoron bomb, or Thoron blast, rather. Why aren't you repairing that, you stupid... You stupid. Continuously firing the Thoron blast into the shields will actually keep them offline long enough for your cutting beam to charge up after 2 shots. And you know, that's just an interesting little tidbit, I guess. Oh, and I want this beam to come right here. Now then, well, I could teleport my crew on board to clean them up. I might as well just finish them off the old-fashioned way and instead move him over here and put him on the helm. I'm not sure if these guys can actually level up and affect the ship. It didn't actually appear to be like that the last time I was playing, and that's why I was a little bit like, let's just put him on the helm, and this is fucking horrible. I cannot win. This is a disaster, to say the least. Well, he will die before I die. But I'm going to have to sit here in this asteroid field until until my engines charge. And that is highly, highly unfortunate. I'm just going to run him out of here because that fire is going to go out as quickly as possible. And system repair drone, go repair system, please. Thank you. Okay, so one more hit on them from the asteroid and they're dead. Sadly, I still need to wait for my engines to charge before I'm able to jump away. And pause, jump. Asteroid fields equal deadly. Suns, on the other hand, equal easy day, more or less. So I can auto fire once again on their shields. And once their shields are offline, I am going to beam them through and pretty much rape them. Sadly, that beam was able to do a considerable amount of damage to me. However, my cutting beam is up now, so I can fire across like so. And you know what, I'm going to continually fire onto their shields and fire across like so. I feel like I'm actually going to move this over just a little bit more, and right like that. Because I wanted to put the 2 different punctures into the oxygen system. It seems to work out. So the reason I'm really not boarding these guys is because I have no way of saving them afterwards. Okay, turn off my cutting beam. Now turn on said cutting beam and destroy the shield system, please. Thank you. And they are dead. So here's the store. I am curious to see if a medbay will work on this particular ship. I know shields do not, but that halberd beam is also very tempting. I do need something for the end game. The halberd beam is not good enough. Instead, I will buy the medbay. And take 1 power out of the engines. Power up the medbay. Let's see. Do they get heals? They do. So, now I can have a boarding party. But first, let's send these gentlemen back to where they were originally stationed. I'm just curious to see if anything jumps up. It does not. Let's check what their stats are. So, I should be getting +5 evasion when manning engines and +5 manning piloting. However, as you can see, I do not actually gain that, so instead I will actually put them into targeting. It seems like it does help with the weapon system, however, so I'm going to leave him in said weapon system. And make another jump or two. Suns. Well, I'm not afraid of the suns. I am a little bit upset because I'm against an auto drone. Anybody else, I would actually be borderline happy about fighting in a sun system. Fortunately, that is not the case, as they'll be able to easily wipe me out. And I won't be able to... I need them to actually... I would have to sit here and wait for them to repair 1 stat before being able to finish them off. And apparently taking out systems with the cutting beam actually doesn't do damage, so disregard what I just said. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Fortunately, like I said, suns, less than worried about. Due mainly to the fact, well, there's a lot of stores. Oh no, I already went to that one, I'm stupid. Okay, so that would have been a key place to have that halberd beam that I was talking about, but unfortunately I didn't get it. And I need to work my way down to the exit, since I don't have enough to buy anything from the store. I will demand the surrender of their goods. Their FTL is charging, but once I do 1 damage to them, I should be able to finish them off pretty quickly. I'm going to take a point at the teleporter, put it in the med base, so that way these guys can heal up. Oh man, they took out my weapon system. That is highly, highly unfortunate. They might be able to jump away. I don't think that that'll actually affect me as far as escaping, or having the fleet catch me is what I'm trying to say there. Except not saying it properly at all. Send these guys in to go repair. Okay. So this should more or less end their lives. Right, like so. Pair that up. And boom. Okay, so gonna have these guys come to the teleporter. You come to the teleporter as well, please. And take a point out of the medbay, put it in the teleporter, and board their happy ship. And, oh, I fucked up a little bit. I should be fine, though. And right like that, they're dead. I have a defense drone Mark 1, which is excellent for when I come into a area with missiles. I can now block them. This is one of those few times that I actually wouldn't mind having a defense drone Mark 2, since it can shoot down some lasers. The reason you normally don't want a defense drone Mark 2 is because it'll shoot down lasers. It won't prioritize missiles all the time. And what that means is sometimes when you need that missile that can, you know, penetrate shields, it'll shoot down the missile or the laser instead, and that particular laser could just as easily get blocked by those shields. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. However, the Defense Drone Mark II does fire a little bit quicker. Okay, so Thoron Blast here in the shield system. One of the more interesting things about this particular mod as well is the fact that they actually have rewrote a lot of the weapons in the game, so that there are several different modified weapons. By that I mean, not only is there the standard modded weapons that you get just from the ship itself, but you can actually find additional different weapons that you typically wouldn't. And I find that to be very creative. Shows that they put a lot of time and energy into planning out this mod, and that's something I can appreciate. So let's teleport on board right here and kill these guys off very quickly. Come down here and finish off this Rockman, right like so. So, just leveraged, and I'm going to destroy it and salvage it, because I won't have an additional jump anyway. So, destroy and salvage. And I didn't get too much extra, but, you know, every little bit counts. Actually, I think I could have had an additional jump, because that actually doesn't delay the fleet, it stops them dead in their tracks, so I could have made it to here, but hindsight's 20/20, right? So let's just move on to the next sector, and I can reinforce my holographic crew with this gentleman, and I might as well just leave him in the helm, because why not? Next sector, Mantis controlled or Rebel controlled. If I go to the Rebel controlled, there's a higher chance of me taking damage, but if I go to the Mantis controlled, I'll have to go through at least 2 nebulas, where going to the Rebel, I can avoid nebulas altogether. Rebel controlled it is. Okay, so there is a store in my immediate vicinity, so I'm going to jump up here, hoping to get just a little bit more scrap. And instead I jump into a fucking minefield. Okay, obviously we know my feelings on minefields. They are less than acceptable. I won't even say desired. They are not fucking acceptable, because I am just going to get pelted with goddamn asteroids for days. Okay, oxygen system is damaged. Less than concerned. I'm going to turn that off. And now it's back on. Sadly, they were able to get off one more missile. And there comes another asteroid. If my shields charge up, I am just gonna, or not my shields, if my engines charge up, chances are high I'm just going to jump away. However, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more scrap from finishing these guys off. I'm taking a little bit too much damage, and that is my major concern. And way too much time before they are dead, so I am jumping away. I will also need to buy some fuel. Right there, thank you. That's very fortunate. Thank you very much, game. Normally you shit on me. That time you're like, here you go. Have a handout. Okay, so I am going to Thoron Blast right there and beam them across. Right like so. One thing, he's not really doing anything to me. I can get behind that, thank you. But concerned that might be an odd little glitch that is saving my happy ass instead of, you know, like, good play. But whatever, I'll take what I can get. You know, see if I can puncture this. I guess it's not that big of a deal anyway you look at it. I can't kill this ship, so I'm just trying to protect myself until I can jump away. It's pretty nifty, right? Okay, so now I might as well just beam attack right here and keep this shit going like so. Sadly, I was really hoping to pick up a little bit more scrap before coming to the store, but instead I'm just going to jump here. So they have hold beam, firebomb, and nothing else. Instead, I am going to buy a little bit more fuel and 4 points of health. Now I'm going to upgrade my dodge chance just a little bit more. Take power out of the medbay, power up the dodge, and jump away. Well, I could come down this way. I would have fucked myself. So, instead I'm going to come this way and not die. If I get caught by, oh my god, another auto scout, are you kidding me? That's why I did not want to come to the rebel area. However, this I should be able to take out their weapons relatively quickly. I said, take out their weapons relatively quickly, and that didn't exactly happen, unfortunately. And instead I get hit in the engine room. However, that should be fine. I'm going to take these guys, put them in here, take a point out of the engines for now, heal them up. Caldwell, was it Caldwell? They're all named Caldwell. Okay, Top Caldwell, you go over here. Take a point back out of that, put it in here, just to charge up my engines a little bit quicker. And jump away. I am tired of auto scouts. Game, please. Please, game, please. Okay, so they have a defense drone Mark 1, which is less than optimal. However, I'll just shoot them in the shields and hopefully take them offline before my cutting beam is charged up. Knock out their weapons, their engines, their shields, and their doors. And let my happy... well, I guess we'll send these guys in too, since that will help my dodge chance a little bit. Well, I kind of fucked up. Let's go like this. And I fucked up totally. Oh man, that's bad. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, kids. Alright, well, they took out my oxygen system. I'm not concerned about that at all, thankfully. And instead, I can keep hitting them in the shields until they... oh my god. So, everyone down into the weapons room immediately, please. Okay, whatever. Fire in the oxygen. Oh, man, I kind of wish I knew there was a stress beacon down there before, but oh well. So, I will fortunately kill this guy now. I guess not. Never mind. Forget what I just said. I'm stupid. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That fucked me so hard. Oh my god, I can't believe I played this so poorly. So poorly. There we go. About damn time. So, Thoron. And... cutting beam across right here. You guys, come over here into this teleporter. Right there. Teleport in. Or I need to take 1 point out from here. Put it into here. Now teleport on board. And cutting beam here. And these guys can just chase him down. He's fucking dead. This guy's dead. So I got Matthew, who I really don't care about. Matthew, you just fucking die. I don't feel like trying to micro in and out. Healing. And yeah, I don't feel like buying an extra power bar just to heal his happy ass. So instead I'm going to jump over here and let Matthew die. Go fuck yourself, Matthew. And shooters on board. So, all of you in here, let Matthew die off pretty quick. I will take 1 point out of teleporter, put it into my med bay. Unfortunately, they once again have the ability to pretty much butt fuck me pretty hard here. And in the meantime, they are apparently attacking my helm pretty bad. But they should die. I said they should die pretty soon. Send these guys in to finish them off, I guess. Right like that. And to repair, because they did kill my system repair drone. And once again I messed up because I was not paying attention to when my shit was charged. because I'm a genius. I'll try to beam like this and see if I can breach open 2 in the weapons room, which I did. I'm not sure if that actually causes 2 damage or not. It would be pretty interesting if it does. Okay, fire once in. Okay, so send these 2 guys down to the teleporter. Put a point in the teleporter, and, well, I guess that doesn't matter. Instead, I got a whole beam, which is actually pretty nice. So I need to send this Caldwell up here to the healing bay. Heal up as quickly as possible. There is no store in sight, so temporarily, I'm just going to buy another reactor bar. So that way I can keep everything powered up. I'll take a point out of here to power up the system drone as needed. And I am going to spend a little bit of time to heal up. So, don't mind me, guys. But I am going to heal like so. And I'll be back soon.